So this is an easy way to remember the properties of skeletal muscles. We can use CREAM. C stands for contractility, R for refractory period, E for excitability, A for action potential, M for muscle tone. So starting off with contractility. Contractility can be defined as when a muscle gives response to a stimulus in the form of a contraction. There can be a change in length or the tension of the muscle fiber. And as we all know, there are types of contractions in the muscle such as isometric, isotonic, isokinetic. Factors that could affect contractility are the strength of the stimulus, the number of stimulus, the temperature, and the load. We can see this curve that usually shows that contraction phase is almost always less than the relaxation phase. So we have a point of stimulus. This is the point of contraction. So between the point of stimulus and contraction is the latent period or the latent phase. Then comes the contraction period, and this is the point of maximum contraction. Then comes the relaxation phase from this to this. Then there is point of maximum relaxation, and so on the muscle contracts. Next property is refractory period. As we all know, refractory is the non-responsiveness here of the muscle to the second stimulus. Can be absolute or relative. Next is the excitability. It is the response of our tissue to irritation or stimulation. Now muscles can be excited by both stimulations, that is direct or indirect stimulus. Type of stimulation could be chemical, thermal, mechanical, electrical. Quality of stimulus could be described via the strength and the duration. It is seen that for a weaker muscle it takes longer duration, and for a strong muscle it takes shorter duration to get excited. Now there is a Rio base and chronaxy in the strength duration curve. Rio base is what? It is the minimum intensity of current that is required to produce minimal perceptible contraction when current is applied for infinite duration, and it is seen it is less in innervated muscles. Now chronaxy, on the other hand, is the duration that is required when a stimulus of strength is double the Rio base. So chronaxy of innervated muscle is less. Next is our action potential. Now
action potential is the rapid sequence of changes in the voltage across a membrane.
We can see that there is an opening of sodium channel, and then there is opening of many sodium channels until it reaches a threshold potential. Then comes the opening of potassium channels, and as the sodium channel closes, there is depolarization. It reaches spike potential, and then there is closing of potassium channels and the repolarization occurs. Then comes the hyperpolarization. Hyperpolarization is when there is that refractory period, and in a while it becomes polarized, that is it comes to the normal, is at the polarized state. We have muscle tone, which is the resistance felt when passive movement is done due to the partial contraction of the muscle.